Hey Pokemon Masters, Birdkeeper Toby here, and thank you for clicking on my video. And tell me, what if you were a Pokemon coordinator? I've talked about what my evil team would be like, I've talked about my battle frontier, what if I was a rival? And actually, in that very video where I talked about me as a Pokemon rival, one of the ideas that I came up with that I was like, oh actually, maybe I would like to do that, is what my fictional self-insert into the Pokemon world would be like if I was a Pokemon coordinator. This is entirely a series about creativity and creation. It's just my chance to kind of, I don't know, again, self-insert myself into the Pokemon world. Obviously, I want you to get creative, make video responses, make comments, you know. Let me know what it would be like if you were a coordinator in the Pokemon world, and I'll tell you exactly why I chose all the things I chose. And just a quick recap for those of you who don't know what a Pokemon coordinator is, it started in the Hoenn region. The third generation of Pokemon, where alongside Pokemon gyms, you had Pokemon contest halls. These were halls where Pokemon would get marked in 5 different categories: tough, cool, beauty, cute, and another one, smart. See, that's the one that I'm apparently not. You got these 5 different categories, and different moves would relate to these characters and allow you to give the judge a performance with your Pokemon. The idea that yes, while you're competing against other Pokemon, much like you would in a battle, the whole idea of it is it's all about showing off interesting moves. And in fact, in the animated series, we saw May become the kind of first Pokemon coordinator that's a main character. And at the very end of the Battle Frontier series, we see May go up against Ash, and they kind of have this battle. And in the battle, Ash's Sceptile is attacking May's Blaziken, and Ash is losing points because Blaziken is dodging and it looks really fluid and cool. It's not just about raw strength, it's about the flair and the performance element. And we've seen contests come back in a number of other ways. We saw them in the Sinnoh region, we've seen them in the animated series in Kalos with Serena. And of course, there's some really cool Pokemon coordinators out there, as well as May. You've also got like Wallace, for example, who is the gym leader and champion of the Hoenn region. And if I was a coordinator, I think I would be like that. I would definitely be someone who's not solely a Pokemon coordinator, someone who has other things that they do, aka battling. I like the idea that, yeah, it's performance, but it's battle-based performance. And so I think to be good at one, you've also got to be good at the other. So when imagining my team, imagining my Pokemon and what I wanted my theme to be, I was really thinking about, okay, how would these Pokemon look together on stage? How would they perform? And I ultimately decided to go for a bug-based team. We actually saw in the animated series quite a lot bug-type Pokemon on stage. I remember seeing, I think it's Harley's Ariados, you know, spinning its web on stage, and that stuff looks pretty cool. Swinging about the stage, flying about the stage. I think bugs are perfect for contests. And so I made some combinations of Pokemon that I think will go really well together. Now, I'm gonna say that as a contest, as a coordinator, my focus is gonna be the Hoenn region, because that's the region where that started for me. And yeah, in this version of events, I'm not a bird keeper, I guess I'm a bug keeper. Or actually, I'm a gym leader. A gym leader of the Hoenn region that would usually be in Petalburg Town. This is because the Petalburg gym is kind of a weird one, usually operated by Norman, but let's say Norman's away for a bit, then I am asked to stand in. And I'm absolutely an 8th gym leader, much like the Viridian City gym with Giovanni. Even though it's the town right after the starting area of the game, it's the gym that you go back to at the end. And on your adventure around Hoenn, you would meet me in the various contest halls, starting off I guess with Slayport City. And there I would have the first bug-based Pokemon that I think is great for performance, which is Ninjask. And you'd meet me, of course, in my full coordinator outfit, because you can't be a Pokemon coordinator without a flashy outfit. And this is mine, done by The Last Shaman. And Phoebe, my lovely, wonderful girlfriend, thank you so much for making this. You hit the nail absolutely on the head. You might be able to work out which Pokemon the design of the outfit is based on. It's this very kind of Japanese samurai look that I'm going for, which I think fits in with Norman's gym, because when you look at Norman's gym, it is a dojo. And like I say, you might be able to look at the outfit and see the kind of inspiration of a certain Pokemon in there that will become relevant for later. For now, you meet me in the Slayport, I guess, contest hall. And my category is absolutely the cool category. I don't play in the smart one or the tough one, not particularly tough. I did think about the beautiful category, but I thought, nah, cool's my one that I wish. Hey, it's a self-insert fan fiction thing. I want to be cool for once. So yeah, I'm in the cool category, which gives you access to a ton of good bug moves like Pin Missile, Double Team, which is particularly relevant to my first Pokemon that you would see in the Slayport thing, or in the Slayport contest hall, I was about to say gym, which would be my Ninjask. Like I say, with Ninjask, the cool thing that's very performance-y about it is that it's got this contrast between 1 minute it's not there. It's a ninja, you can't see it, but maybe you can hear it by the fluttering of its wings, and then very suddenly using double team and quick attack or extreme speed. It's all over the place in multiple places at once. It gives it a bigger stage presence. I love the idea of double team because it means you could just have lots of Ninjasks all over the stage at once, moving at incredibly fast speeds, because Ninjask is incredibly fast, and that's the kind of performance that I would be looking to give with Ninjask. Meet me in the Foul Harbor Town contest hall and you'd see another member of my team, my Yanmega. And Yanmega is definitely cool for similar reasons to Ninjask. It's very speedy, it can use double team, but it's also got all of these aerial moves, air cutter and air slash and agility. As well as that, of course, it's got all of the string shot type moves, so you can imagine it kind of setting up webbing and then destroying that webbing with its mighty gusts of wind. I think Yanmega is a particularly cool Pokemon, and having it alongside Ninjask, yeah, it fits pretty cool. But things don't get really exciting until the Vandenturf Town contest hall, where it's one of those double battles. See, one of my favourite things about contests in the animated series is seeing two Pokemon use their attacks together, combining their powers to create a bigger display than either one of them could. And two of my favourite bug Pokemon right now, and honestly the whole idea behind this team, because I've got such a big love for bug Pokemon right now, is Volcarona and Frostmoth, two sides of the same coin, fire and ice personified in these bug Pokemon. You can just imagine them now using Quiver Dance and Fiery Dance, setting up, dancing around the stage around each other, clashing with powers of fire and ice to create these massive displays. Volcarona and Frostmoth are both so similar and yet so contrasting. I think on stage they would look really cool. Fire and ice fighting each other and then coming together to create something even more magnificent. I see it, I love it, it makes sense and it works for the bug team. But then of course there's the big contest which is in Lily Cove City. And Lily Cove, that cool performance again, would see Ninjask team up alongside my ace Pokemon, Golisopod. Specifically a shiny Golisopod, which is what the outfit is based off of, and I decided to give myself a shiny in this instance because, you know what, why not? It's my fan fiction. I think shiny Golisopod is absolutely wicked. Golisopod is one of my favourite Pokemon. And hey, it's a contest, so it's all about that extra bit of cool, that extra bit of flair. And I can imagine Golisopod and Ninjask almost dancing as if they're fighting each other. Ninjask taking to the skies, darting around using quick attack, using double team, and Golisopod surfing around the stage, thrashing through them all with its big arms. Just demolishing anything in its way and you moving absolutely terrifyingly fast with sucker punches and aqua jets. And as Ninjask darts around it, creating more copies of itself with double team, it slices through it with Razor Shell. It is only when there is one Ninjask standing that they kind of, at that point, stop fighting, because, you know, we don't want Golisopod to take out my own Ninjask. But I think these kinds of displays, and these kinds of Pokemon as well, could be tough to beat. If I'm in one of those contest situations where it is more of a battle, all of them are very good Pokemon. And in fact, I would know what I'm doing when it comes to battling, because, you know, I've been a gym leader of every single Pokemon type. Yeah, that's quite the doing. I enjoyed making all of those videos, maybe again one day. But at the end of it all, like I say, I'm the 8th gym leader as well. I'm a stand-in, I know my battling, and that's what's hopefully helping me out with being a coordinator. It's definitely also about that cool battle aspect as well as the kind of beautiful performance side of being a Pokemon coordinator. And as a bug gym leader, I'm using all of these Pokemon. I've got my Ninjask, I've got my Volcarona and Frostmoth, I've got my Yanmega, I've got my shiny Golisopod, and because we're gonna have Gigantamax Pokemon, the one Pokemon that you haven't seen, a Gigantamax Centiskorch, which I will then, after you defeat me, reveal that has actually won me my best contest ribbon ever in the contest championships, which I'm pretty sure is only a thing in the animated series. I would talk about how mesmerized people were when my Centiskorch Gigantamaxed on stage and took up the whole arena, making giant flame spirals with its own body. That is the kind of Pokemon coordinator I would be. Anyway, this was just a fun little side video, a little deep dive into what it would be like if I was a Pokemon coordinator, and I've honestly had a lot of fun thinking about that. I also think being a bug leader and looking like that, there's definitely got to be some story about why I look so similar to Bug from the Unova region, the other bug gym leader, but I don't know, maybe arch nemesis, rivals. I have a lot of fun self-inserting myself into the Pokemon world, and the only one left that I think that I've now got to do is what if I was a Pokemon professor, and then I've done every main Pokemon trope. With the professor one, I've got to do something special for that. Anyway, let me know what it would be like if you were a Pokemon coordinator. What do you think about my character? Thank you again to the Last Shaman for doing this wonderful artwork. If you would like to do a video response to this and also get some of your own artwork done, I would recommend the Last Shaman for commissions. She's my girlfriend. She's absolutely lovely and incredibly talented, as you can see. Done a whole bunch of other cool and beautiful bits of work. With that being said, thank you for watching, and of course, soar high, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master!
And a massive thank you to those of you supporting me on Patreon right now, including the big patron of this month, Gunnar Clovis. Thank you, heroes.